Do you ever beat yourself up for not wearing makeup, or you go too many days without it? So then on a day where maybe you should put a little on, you're like, oh, I just don't feel like it. That's my day today. This is it. This is all I can do. This is all I can do. I just do not have it in me. So I decided to talk about how to cover sunspots using Demi, because we all have them for the most part, and some women are very self-conscious about their sunspots or melasma. So what I've done is I just covered all the sunspots on the side of my face. I'm going to show you how to do it, so stay right here. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist and creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass. You can always find that link in any of my videos. It's a series on over 20 videos on mature technique, not using Saint or Demi. I do have one Demi video, but it's really on all products, skincare. I break down the face into different categories. You'll see, just click the link and it'll take you to a quick video on why I think every woman over 40 needs Mature Makeup Masterclass. And I priced it low purposely so everyone can afford it. Okay, so today, this is gonna be quick. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, right, Michelle. I promise this can be real quick today. This today is just on sunspots using my Demi. So Demi is what got me into Saint. I wasn't interested in Saint. I wanted this collection. I wanted all the colors for my pro kit. Tried them on myself first. That's how I knew I loved them. Then when Black Friday rolled around, I said, oh, I'm getting this. And I got it for my pro kit. I don't need all these colors, but my pro kit did. And then when I saw how it looked on high def, I knew how it looked on me. It was beautiful even close up, because remember, we're the look good close up club. But this looked so pretty. I did a huge Frigidaire commercial in January 2022, and it was in this beautiful facility that you can rent out for high-end commercials. And we did a Frigidaire commercial with this beautiful Black couple and their kids. So it was a real family, which is real popular right now in the commercial world. They love to hire real families so that the interaction is very real and organic. So anyway, I used the red on dad and I used the bright orange on mom under their eyes. It was so beautiful on camera because their skin just looked flawless. You know, you didn't see the orange and the red. You just saw that they had lack of darkness under the eye, and they just looked as beautiful under the eye as they did everywhere else. And that's when I knew I had a real winner on my hands. So, and yes, it works on all skin types, not just Caucasian. So anyway, today I wanted to talk about sunspots because it's one of the reasons that I really love Demi. I don't cover my sunspots every day. I can get kind of, well, I can get lazy. And also I think, well, where am I going? Nobody cares if I have sunspots, or no one's really looking. You know, we think everyone sees our flaws, but you know what? They really don't. They really don't. I promise you. So when I was 35, I lived in Southern California. Sorry, my chair makes noise. My pastor's wife, who was only a few years older than me, her name was Tamara, and she came up to me one day. We were out in the bright sun, and she was like looking at my face, like really studying my face. And she said, "You do not have a single freckle or sunspot anywhere on your face." And I said, "I know, I've stopped tanning my face at 21. I wear SPF every day of my life." And she's like, "It's just beautiful." So I was being kind of prideful, right? Like, yeah, I just took good care of my skin and I wear SPF. Well, guess what? 1 year later at 36, boom, big sunspot. Boom, boom, boom. I got Orion's belt. We call it Orion's belt because it's like these little row of sunspots, and they've gotten bigger and darker since I was 36. I'm now 55. Okay, so I know some of you probably get IPL for sunspots, which is smart, or BBL, or CO2 laser, or remember when I got my peel? I got that deep TCA peel back in August. My skin was beautiful for a month, and then slowly, boop, 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 they all started coming back, okay? So I'm gonna tell you today how to cover sunspots, especially if you're darker than me. Now we're going to look real quick at the color wheel. So sunspots have a lot of blues and greens in them. To us, we just see brown, right? We just look at all this stuff in my office. Isn't this crazy? My studio, this is my studio. Look at all this. It's crazy. Anyway, so people see a lot of brown, but really sunspots have some green, olive, blue. So you want to look at colors across the chart, across the color wheel. And we're looking at oranges and reds, you know, this type of thing will counteract this, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, I think the best thing for sunspots is the little spot brush. Get a spot brush. It's fluffy on one side, it's like this on the other. I really prefer, I got sent this as a gift, and it's fine. I don't love it because you can't see how much product you're always picking up. I really prefer this same one. They just come in different colors, but I like, this is the one you can get on the website. This was like a limited edition, but this one is the one I like. You can see it's dark on the tip because that's how I do my NV+1 for eyelining, but I like a little teeny tiny spot brush like this. And then of course this side's fluffy, okay? But I'm gonna use this today. And I wanna show you what I'm gonna do is I'm going, because I'm not really deep, right? Like I would say I'm light to medium, okay? I'm light to medium skin tone. I'm a little deeper than light, but I'm not as deep as medium. And I know that because if I buy a light foundation, it's too light. If I buy a medium foundation, it's too dark. And so about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, companies started doing light medium. It's a whole new category and it's smart because it kind of works. So I'm gonna take a little bit of peach, and you can see the sunspot here, and we're not going to fill it in all the way, because if we fill it in all the way, it's going to look like we put a blob of orange or peach on it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to pixelate it. We're going to pixelate it with this little brush, because if you look at our skin close up, we are pixelated. You could take the tiniest area of skin and it might look like one color, but it's not. There's so many different colors going on in our skin. We are pixelated. So you're going to kind of do a couple little dots like that. And then I'm going to go in with something that's a little more pink, because as you get to the lighter areas around it, that's where it starts to get a little more green. And I know that sounds weird to think that a sunspot is green, but it is. So now on the outskirts, I'm going to, hold on, it's hard to see in a magnification mirror when you're kind of far off. Okay, so now I'm going into kind of the outskirts. Okay, and now I've just canceled it out. Unfortunately, it's always in this hollow of my cheek, so yeah, it's canceled out. And I know what you're thinking. Some of you are probably thinking, oh my gosh, that's way too much work. But it's not, because it's going to become second nature. It's going to become really easy. In no time, you're going to go do, 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 bum, you're done. Okay. But I'm trying to explain it, and I'm trying to see it sideways. And then I like to take the tiniest bit of powder. We'll take the fluffy side here. And powder over it. Okay. So can you see that sunspot? I don't know, I can't see from here because I don't have my readers on, and if I put my readers on, I'm not going to be able to see it far away. But let me do a couple over on this side. Now, here's the thing. If you are deeper skin, that means you have deeper sunspots. If you are more of like, I'm trying to think of some, like a J-Lo or Halle Berry, where you have deeper skin, you might need to go in with the 07. Or you might need to mix a little bit of 07 into peach and then create your own color. But again, remember, it only seems like a lot of work in the beginning. Once you get it down. When I tell you you can do that whole thing in 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds, I'm not kidding. It's super fast and easy. And you might not want to do it every day, but some of you are very self-conscious about your sunspots. I know, because I used to be. I used to obsess about it. I would use the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage, and I would paint each single sunspot out every day of my life. And guess what? By midday, I could see all of them. They break right through the makeup. The makeup just warms up and wears off, and I'm not a face toucher, so I could never figure out, like, why are they showing through the makeup? And that's why they just warm up and it breaks up the makeup a little bit. Okay, so over here, I'm gonna go in with peach, and it's gonna cancel it perfectly on this side. This, I'm a little bit lighter down here than up here, so this side can cancel with peach. And do you see how I'm just kind of pixelating? You're not filling the whole thing in, you're pixelating it. It tricks the eye, and no one will be able to see your sunspot. It's really quite remarkable. And then I have one right here. Look, my Orion's belt is totally gone. Now I have veins, but that's a video for another time. The veins are a video for another time. A little mark down here. Now I didn't wear any makeup today because I really wanted you to see my sunspots really well, okay? I don't even have tinted sunscreen on. I have this new sunscreen. This sunscreen's been viral on TikTok and I love it. It's called Beat the Sun Lightweight SPF 40 by Crave Beauty. Let me show you real quick. I don't know if Crave is Korean. It might be. I don't have my readers on, but watch this. It's quite liquidy, see? It's quite liquidy. And look, it's gorgeous. It disappears. It is broad spectrum SPF 40. And it has hyaluronic acid, some vitamin E. I don't know, but I love it. And I put it on today and I love it. Then something new that I've been obsessed with, and I'm going to tell you because I always tell you guys what I love. I have been loving this Perricone, you know, Dr. Perricone MD. This is the Chia Oil. And when I say you only need like 2 to 3 drops for your whole face, this is going to last forever. The smell is like mind-blowing. I feel like right now, I feel like I just came from a really high-end spa. It smells so good. It's all natural. There's not synthetic fragrance in here. What I like about this is, you know, I'm not a big fan of liquid foundations, right? That's why I love Saint, because the Saint is, you know, the creamy that gives us the creamy, radiant skin, right? But I have tons and tons of liquid foundations because companies send it to me. And what happens when you wear liquid foundation, it's very pretty the first 10, 15 minutes. But then your skin starts to absorb all the moisture from the liquid foundation and you're left with dry. And where you get dry is where you're most textured. So remember, all my parentheses, I would always see tons of texture. So even before my surgery, and if you're new here, I just had lower face surgery a month ago. But when I take this and I press it all over the face, press it in, I rub it together and just press it. This now creates the most beautiful skin so that when I put any type of foundation over it, like Hourglass or House Labs or Makeup Forever, Kosas, you name it, I put that over it. And then, you know, I like to beat my face in with my Stands Out sponge. Hours later, I still look like this beautiful hydrated skin, even though I have liquid foundation on. And I'm like, doggone it, this is a game changer right here. So what I'm telling you is if you have liquid foundations that you bought before Saint and they weren't working and they weren't pretty, so you bought Saint and you love Saint, I'm telling you that if you don't want to throw away your liquid foundations and you spent good money on it, you might want to try a little of the Chia Oil by Perricone, or, you know, maybe you already have oils. Maybe you have rosehip oil, or I don't know, vitamin E. I don't have any of those oils. I have this and I love it, and the smell is sublime. But the reason I found out about this is because this is my favorite cleansing balm I have ever used. Smells exactly the same. It's the same scent as the Chia Oil. And oh my gosh, I love it so much. So I have this much left. When I tell you, I have used this every night of my life since October. I am in love. I'm gonna buy another one. I don't even touch any of my other cleansing balms. This is it. This is it. It's amazing. So I'll put those links in the description if you want to go check them out. But wow, is this impressive? Every night of my life since October, and you saw how much is left. That's my first step to take my makeup off. Then I'll use a real gentle foaming cleanser or a special French or a facial bar to take off the, just to do a second cleansing. I'm just a second cleansing person. I like the two-step cleansing. It's very much the Asian way of cleaning skin, and it works for me. I love it. The only time I didn't use this is when I went to California at Christmas. I did not take this with me because of the size. I could have scooped it out and put it in something small, but instead I had a little tiny Elemis one. And the Elemis one smells good too, but it kind of burned my eyes. This doesn't burn my eyes. It takes off my mascara, my makeup. The Elemis kind of burned my eyes. And then I found like it didn't really remove makeup the way this one does. So anyway, I might use this for life. I'm not kidding you. That's how much I love it. And then this, forget about it. I love it. So I had to tell you about that. And this is real impressive if you're looking for a new SPF. Do not buy this if you have SPF, okay? Put it on your list. Let's all create a wish list, okay? Let's create a wish list. And when we see people talking about products, if we don't need it, it goes on the wish list. Then when you run out, go to your wish list and go, oh, now which SPF did I want to get next? Boom, there you go. Don't just go out and buy everything you see, okay? That goes for me too. Okay, so you can see I got rid of the sunspots. I'm even looking right here in my regular mirror. I don't see my Orion's belt. It's totally gone. And I don't see my big sunspot. It's totally gone, okay? That's how you correct sunspots. Now, if you don't know what colors to get, you get a free color match. Just hit me up. The link is always in my Saint videos. Free color match. This way I can really look at the colors in your face and identify what you need. Not everyone needs the same colors. So hit me up, okay? You do not want to try to get on the Saint website and try to figure it out for yourself, because this isn't even all the colors. This is only some of them. This is probably 2/3 of them. There's even more colors, and I don't want you getting completely overwhelmed. But most people only need 3 or 4 colors for their whole face. And then of course I love the pink for my blush, and the NV+1 I love to smudge near my lash line. So hit me up, free color match for anyone. If you are with a Saint artist who doesn't talk about Demi or isn't comfortable color matching for Demi, I always provide my party link, because I want you to stay with your artist. You know, they earned your business. They're who you go to when you need troubleshooting problems. But if you want to get a color match from me and give me business for Demi, since I'm helping you, then you can use my party link, and that way you can buy Demi from me and totally stay with your artist, because Saint only allows you to shop with one artist. So that's why they give us party links. And then you'll need to use a different browser. So if you're on an Apple computer or your Apple phone and you always use Safari, use Google Chrome. Sign into Saint under Google Chrome so that it doesn't automatically log you in under your makeup artist. The Saint knows who you are, and they know who your artist is. It'll automatically log you in. So what I would ask you to do is pick a brand new browser, either Firefox, Google Chrome, or some browser you don't use, and then you can sign in and then use my party link. And then, yay, there you go. Okay, so free color match. That is Demi. That is how Demi changed my life. I absolutely love it. And I'm just feeling so cute today with my Crave SPF and Chia Oil. I don't even want to wear makeup today. This is what happens when you don't wear makeup for a month. You don't want to put it back on. I think this is what happened to us all in pandemic, right? When the pandemic first hit in 2020, we were all at home and there was no need to wear makeup. And I think that's when we all kind of started like getting really laxed. And we were wearing masks, so we weren't wearing our fun lip colors anymore. And it really took time to come out of that, didn't it? It really took time to kind of get back to makeup. I still have women today saying, gosh, you know, I wore makeup before the pandemic and now I've gotten so lazy. And I'm like, I get it. Me too. I'm lazy right now. But I wanted to show how to cover sunspots. I hope that helps. I really appreciate you being here. I love our growing audience of our Look Good Close-Up Club, and I read every comment. Y'all mean so much to me, and I just want you to know God loves you, and so do I. Till next time.